name is Phil Soper.
Yeah, philosopher.
Oh, that's a really nice name, dude. So, the topics have got removed. Have you removed the topics?
Did I remove the topics? I don't think
I
so.
don't know. There was a couple of topics, couple of titles on the screen. Now it's just names and sorry, now it's just like pictures and that's it.
You should click on the picture again, whatever the picture you're talking about. I don't know which picture you
Oh
clicked on.
yes, yes, got it. Yeah, yeah. So topics today is God. Okay, atheism. Okay, morality, afterlife, soul, existing religions. You can follow. That's really interesting topic. So, from where you want to start?
Oh, the first topic is God. If you want, we can start from God.
Of course. So we're talking about from your perspective, which God, right?
Which God is my question when people say, yes, I believe in God?
Okay. So I'm a Muslim. So
Okay.
basically, I'm like there's for me, it's the creator who created everything is Allah.
Allah is the answer of my question. Which God? I believe in Allah. So, okay, cool. The last question says, why do you believe Allah exists?
Okay. That's really good question. And I was about to read Quran for you, a couple of sentences of Quran to prove it, but I'm just trying to remember the ayah, couple of ayat that that would prove that why Allah exists or why we choose Allah, right?
Are you
Oh,
sure?
how? Um, yes.
Because it sounds like this. The book says so, therefore this is the case. Do you think it makes sense to you? For example, if I say, "Oh, you know what? I have a book. It says there are five gods, and let me read the verses from this book." Do you think that it's
Mhm.
convincing for you? That doesn't mean it's true, right? If I read from a book, hey, there are five gods, and these are the names of those gods, and blah blah and blah blah. If I read such a book to you right now, you wouldn't accept that, right?
Well, each book I think got different story, right?
Yeah, but how to know which story is true story?
Yes. So you believe that there's no God or there's
No, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I'm an
what I mean
agnostic atheist.
thing that you're living on Earth, right? We're living on Earth, and we do have a lot of different planets around us, and we are the we also got the sun around us that feeds the Earth and provide us the heat that we need to exist. And at the same time, we are in on like the perfect balance between all different planets. And if we just like couple of meters or couple of I don't know the astronaut would know more information and
Okay.
know about it.
Yeah, but
What I'm trying
I'm sorry,
to
so sorry, but you don't know anything about astronomy. That's not good to talk about astronomy when you don't know anything about astronomy.
yes,
So you
what I'm
only
trying to
know that there are planets.
no. What I'm trying to say is we are in perfect balance. No one
No,
like
we are
who
not. We are not. We are rotating around the sun. It's not a perfect circle. It's elliptical, and we are approaching to the sun like millions of kilometers. Then we are going far from the sun. This is how we rotate around the sun. Did you check how we rotate around the sun ever?
I haven't checked that. No,
Yeah,
but
it's
normally
it's changing inch by inch every
uh,
second.
are you talking about summer and winter or what we're talking
Eh,
about?
I'm not talking about summer and winter. Summer and winter is like for a different reason.
Yes.
Okay. You don't know that also. Summer and winter is because Earth changes its axis. That's why we have those seasons. But we are, when we are rotating around the sun, we are not following a perfect circle. You should know that.
Well, I
Uh,
haven't checked.
you
But
haven't
what
checked.
I'm more,
But do you think
what,
that we are rotating around the sun in a perfect circle? That's what you think?
well, no. I'm not talking about rotating
No.
about that. about, we are in a perfect balance between all the other planets, which is like if we got a little bit closer from the sun or on the sun.
But you don't understand. That's why I'm telling you that we are coming closer to the sun while rotating, and we are going far from the sun while rotating. And you're saying
Yeah,
even if just like a meter, we like we are doing millions of kilometers. That what you're talking about.
yeah.
Okay, so you don't
Yes,
understand
okay.
about how we rotate or how we move in the space. You don't know that. So
So
forget
you mean,
about perfect balance. Like, what about other
yeah,
planets? What about other planets? For example, Mercury. You know about Mercury?
no,
You don't know. It's the first planet. No, I mean,
okay,
when you look at from an order, like the closer to the sun, it's the closest one. Okay, it's the
okay, okay.
first planet we call first planet.
Uh-huh,
Why it's so hot? It like it's burning, man. It's burning, and at night probably it's freezing.
uh-huh.
And no man can
Yeah,
live on that planet. Well, and Venus is also
mhm,
very hot. Like the pressure is amazing. Like the first machines that we sent, they couldn't survive even for a minute. They were crashed because of the pressure in the atmosphere. Some of them they couldn't, land while working. That they just got broken on the way because of the pressure and heat.
yes,
Why
yes,
so? I mean, if God created those planets, why like we cannot even send machines on those planets properly? Or
yes.
the moon, why is it so deserted, no atmosphere? Like or Mars. Like
Yeah,
imagine you are making a hotel or
mm-hmm,
a building. There's only one room that you can stay alive normally. Only.
mm-hmm.
And in every other room, there are different conditions. Some of them are crazy conditions. Like it's
Yeah,
like very hot, and one of them is too cold, and you wouldn't create such kind of a building, right?
I wouldn't know, of course, because
Yeah,
it costs.
yeah, but this is the
Would-
case for our solar system.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
and that's
everything that.
why I don't think it was created by a god.
The Earth
Okay,
is trying to kill us.
Yeah, they're just trying to kill us also.
Yeah, the universe is trying to kill us. The Earth is trying to kill us. It's it it's a shooting gallery.
Yeah, and again,
actually,
I cannot call it a perfect balance when we can see 50 degrees in Africa or in, Middle East. So those are crazy temperatures. Like you go outside, stay there, but you can die because of the sun. Or it's freezing near to the North Pole. People are trying to survive there, like minus 50, 55. Can you imagine? Minus 50, 55. And
yes,
90% of the Earth we can't live on.
that's not normal. Those temperatures are not. I mean, sure, people are
Example,
surviving, but we try so hard to stay alive.
but actually, when you think about that, about the temperature in the Middle East and the low temperature in the, of course, and the North Pole and all these similar
Yeah.
countries,
If you want to see a
we
balance, if I was a god, I would create a planet where the temperature is the same every location on the planet.
well, we recreated that. I believe, like in the
no, we
very like
didn't. No, we never
We
created
didn't.
that.
no, we affected the
We
Earth.
didn't. Come on, come on. Like
We
10,000 years
Be
ago,
silly now.
there was an ice age. 10,000 years ago, that there were just
yes.
few people at that time. They didn't create ice age.
What I'm talking about is not creating. I'm talking about the affection of humans
No,
on.
no, 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 no. Like,
No,
let's go back
humans
to the
don't
ice
create
age.
earthquakes. Humans
So,
don't create
so you
tsunamis. Come on,
so
don't be silly now.
yeah, we're not burning any kind of like
No,
oil.
earthquakes have got nothing to do with burning anything.
Oh,
Tsunamis have got nothing to do with it. They're all natural disasters.
yes, yes, yes. What I'm talking about, melting icing. I'm talking about
Yeah, we got Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
that's
but we were
that's
not talking about melting, guys. At least I was not
yeah,
talking
Yeah,
about melting,
and
guys.
that's very
that
very slow process.
but that will be a huge problem later. By the way,
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
uh,
but
We
we've got other
accept
problems to deal with.
we accept
yes.
that now we can affect the nature, but that doesn't mean we were always affecting.
But what I'm talking about here, you were asking about God would create, God will, why put,
No,
why he
I didn't say God would create. If I said
un
if I was a god, I would create such a planet.
environment. Just a second. You just like we created all this unbalanced disasters
No,
that we
we
are
No, we
didn't.
living.
didn't.
We
We didn't.
Even
Stop saying
create
something
so
wrong.
for
volcanoes.
countries, just a second, for the countries that are using the oil to create nuclears and they are using like the things that actually that could support the other countries to build a
Uh,
better life for their citizens.
Even if they didn't create such kind of things for what any reason, I don't care. There was always natural disasters on the planet. You can't ignore
Yes,
that, okay? There were
we
always natural disasters.
yes.
Like the
I
like a big asteroid hit the planet, killed the dinosaurs. There were no humans even at that time. So you can't say that humans are affecting things. No. I'm sure we are affecting right now, but it's not always because of humans. Mostly it's because of nature.
Yes, yes. If you're taking care of the nature will take care of you.
No,
So it's
no,
Yeah, but
no,
we're not in
no, no.
control of nature,
oxygen.
right? We're not in control of asteroids hitting the planet. We didn't
No,
throw the rocks
no.
at planet Earth. They're floating around in space right now. We get bombarded every day with little comets and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I think in the USA even they have some agencies to protect our planet from asteroids, big ones.
The
They
Earth is
always
trying to
observe
kill
them.
us, you know, every day, like, and there's viruses out there. Mosquitoes can bite you. You can die of all sorts of diseases.
Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. So
You
you
know,
mean
we're trying to fight against all this. That's why we make vaccines and medicines and all that. The earth is trying to kill us. And then nature's trying to kill us. Like there's poisonous spiders, poisonous snakes. They're all trying to kill us.
Oh, the Australian is speaking now.
We've got redback spiders and funnel web spiders and black snakes and brown snakes.
God protect
And
you
you're
guys? But
saying perfect. Every day I
it's not.
wake up, I've got to protect myself.
Humans are the smartest like living things on Earth. So I think with the protection, with taking care of your family, with the right support from yourself, I think you could have the nature or you could have the environment to protect your family and protect yourself from.
Yeah, but I shouldn't. I listen. If this earth was made by a god, I wouldn't need to do any of this bullshit.
No, well, there's an animals. Animals. If we remove the snakes, there's a lot of mouses that would eat the green things and on the farm.
Okay, no problem. They could be without poison. Still, they could eat those things, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Like God could create them without the poison. Still, they
No,
could
or
eat
or
some
God
rats,
could.
right?
Yeah,
it's
but God could have also created us where we're immune from the poison.
That would be
imagine
better. Yeah.
imagine that helicopter, or imagine that you can have like there was like I don't know what's the name of the machine itself, a machine without that mouth that you could let me just have a different example. Like imagine that you have a machine but without the main thing or
Poison is not the main thing. Like the snake has the mouth, and it can eat with the mouth. Okay. So do you think we have poison? No, we don't have poison. We
no,
can
no, I'm
still
talking about.
catch, and we can still eat without the poison. We were talking about the poison, man.
Okay, okay. Imagine that the poison. It's. You think that the poison is nothing. It doesn't come. It doesn't help the snake to catch the prey or
No,
the.
I didn't say it doesn't help. I don't
Well,
say
it's
it
the
doesn't
main
help,
what
but the
snake
snake
do.
could survive without the poison also.
No, it cannot.
It
Imagine that you have
can.
a fair fight.
Okay, why
And
didn't God make us where we're immune from the poison? Because badgers are immune from snake bites, right? They can
Yeah,
get bitten by snakes all the time and they don't die. Why couldn't he give that same thing to human beings?
yeah. Why the hell?
yeah,
Like snakes are even not eating animal. I mean humans, right? So
Yeah, I know.
snakes,
That's
snakes,
pointless.
they don't need to use the poison for humans. At least God could create us with immune, as Jack said, so
uh,
that they don't kill us with the
okay.
poison.
Actually, I have a
They
really
just kill us.
interesting.
They even don't eat us. They just kill us with the poison. That's all.
No, no, no. It's just like we are a threat to them, and that's how they are using their weapon to just to protect themselves. And
Uh,
I tell you, interesting um, information that I heard, an actual from the internet. Some guy, like I don't know, it was like 30 years old,
God
35 years old.
didn't know that we can catch snakes even if they're poisonous. We can catch poisonous snakes right now.
Yes, we can catch them, of
Okay, so then
course. We
there's no need to create the poisonous snake, or there is no need to create a snake with the poison to kill us with the poison.
Now, what I'm trying to say is, man or the human being could be immune against this the snake poisons. It's just like you need to take a bit of the snake poison and just like, inject yourself with,
Why should
and
I
by the
do
time,
the job if God can create anything He wants? Why should we do the job instead of God?
well, God giving you or God like sends you the earth to explore, to be tested, to see if you have enough to
Well,
goodwill.
why didn't God give us some snake resistance? You know, from the poison. Why didn't He do that?
Guys, I know the perfect guy that would love to speak with you
Hmm.
about this topic, but she was
Oh,
a person
Did he die of
before.
a snake bite? Did he die of a
No,
snake bite?
no, that wasn't the
Or where
case.
is he then?
Like he was just like he was practicing. He got a
What was he
bachelor
practicing?
degree.
Tell me what he was practicing.
He's been practicing to talk about, like, talking to people around gods, talking about convincing them and providing them enough knowledge to just to
What, to
able to
be
see
immune from
the
snake
real
bite?
picture.
Did he practice getting bitten by snake bites so he could
Stop
survive?
talking about the snake and stop talking about the snake voices.
Well, what was he practicing? Tell me what he was practicing. Well,
I, I,
talking to people. I'm
I
talking
told
to
you.
you right now.
No, no, no. This person who was like practicing in college about talks to people who just they are not do that they are not
But I don't
uh,
need to go to college to
no,
talk to people.
uh,
I don't need to do that. I can talk to you right now and not go to college. So that doesn't require too much practice.
no, it's really required a lot of practice.
Oh,
Trust.
I know what college you went to. Is it the college where they teach people to bullshit to people? Is that the one?
No, of course not, because talking about God is
Sure.
not
It
about belief.
sounds like he is.
No, no, it's about beliefs that you will live for a purpose for
Oh, he's
time.
trying to sell me something, and he wants me to believe. I want.
Im-
How many people is he convinced?
I don't know, but
No,
imagine that you
no. You
imagine
said
that
you knew him.
you
You said you knew this guy
talk,
quite
let's
well.
talk,
He's been
let's
practicing
talk
a lot.
back. Let's talk about the actual life in the United States, or actual life of being free. If you're talking about being freedom, it just have to go to have um, anything with a woman, anything. Like you can, like, I don't know if I could say it here on a website, but you can have a free life with anyone, with any girl you want, and that without marriage.
All right.
Imagine that. Don't
Is
believe
that? Did
God
he
life.
teach you that? Hey,
Marriage.
listen. Did he teach you? Did he teach you to have that where you could have any girl you want? Did he teach you?
No,
He
God
didn't.
God told us. I know because God puts in His Quran, put in us that we want to have your own family. You need to start it with the right way. Like you need to be
Right?
financially supported. You need to
So,
be.
so God so God put in the Quran to have the right family, right? So Muhammad had 12 wives and had no surviving children. So it didn't work on Muhammad because he got no surviving children. So that his teachings didn't go down too well.
But I'm talking. No, no, I'm not. I'm not
No,
talking
no, no.
about
Answer my question. Can
the
you
Prophet
explain to me
Muhammad.
why Muhammad had 12 wives and he's got no surviving children? So God's philosophy of having a family didn't work on Muhammad.
I'm. I'm.
Can you
I'm
can you address that question
holding.
before you start?
I'm,
Before you start, can you
I have
explain to
no
me
clue of
why
the history.
Muhammad had no surviving children? And if he was a family man, it didn't work on him.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Well.
don't give me the yes. I want
Well.
the answer why it
See,
didn't work on Muhammad.
well.
He was
In,
supposed to be the prophet figure of Allah, and it didn't work. And I want to know why. Don't give me this. Oh yes, I want an answer.
well, if you want an answer, you should check it on GBT or Google. But what I'm believing is,
Oh, okay. Well, what is ChatGPT and Google better than the Quran?
so you want to understand from the Quran.
No, I want you to tell me.
Okay.
You said that fucking Muhammad was a family man. I know some people in my country that only got one wife and they got 6 children. And
Yeah.
Muhammad had 12 wives and no surviving children.
Okay. Well, in
No,
this case,
don't give me yes and okay.
can
I
I
want to
have?
know why Muhammad was a failure.
He's not a failure, of course.
Well,
We
okay,
can
well, put
say
it
a
this way.
failure.
Hey,
He was the
listen.
kindest.
If you've got
He
12
was the
wives and
kindest.
no
Like,
surviving children, right? And the children that he only had like 3, and they all died. So he's not a very good guy to look up to be a family man.
no, yeah, what I'm trying to say
No, he
is
didn't know he wasn't a
that
family man.
they
You should know
just
this.
found a family just the good way to start a family, not just
Well, it
this like
wasn't Muhammad's way, was it?
he asked for the father of the girl, ask
Yeah,
for
but
her.
no. We don't care how many sex slaves and wives he had. We're talking about his failure.
What failure?
Well,
He's a messenger.
listen to me, right?
He's a
I've only
messenger.
had two
He don't
wives. All
know
right, I've
anything.
only had 2 wives, and I got
Provide
6 children.
ask
And Muhammad had 12 wives and
yes
no children,
exactly.
so he didn't even get a family started from day one.
He provided his message. He gives his message already to the universe to all
What was
all
the
the
fucking message? What's the message? Tell me the
the message
message.
of beliefs that
Oh,
there's
okay. Well,
one,
believe in
there's
me,
only
who
one
failed at fucking.
Allah, only one
The
God
message was,
is
I'll
Allah.
show you how to have 12 wives and no children, and that's my message
What's the
to you.
problem? What's the problem of, of the 12's wife and no children?
Well, you don't see the problem.
Believing
And
yourself.
you don't see the problem. I tell you what, I wouldn't be giving you any fucking money to look after. You'd blow it all and go, what's the problem? I
What's
wouldn't be
the
putting
problem
fucking
of
Muhammad on
having
in charge
he
of fucking getting the population started because he
sacrificed
failed.
he sacrificed most of his children
What did he
died.
sacrifice? He fucking raped and pillaged fucking people. He
No,
sacrificed nothing.
he sacrificed he got into a lot of wars
Yeah,
against
I know. That's not a
a
sacrifice.
lot
Yeah,
of bad
you're right.
guys.
He got into a lot of wars and stole fucking shit from people.
Stole.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. Well, that's what he did.
What information have you got from stoling things? So
Okay,
what
okay. Hey,
stole?
listen. What do you mean? What information? Do you know? Do you know anything about all the wars that fucking Muhammad was in?
That's that question I cannot answer. But what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say,
What about the war where he wanted to go to war with the Romans and pinch all the blondie girls, right? What?
Blondie girl.
Yeah, the blondie girls. You know what a blondie girl is, don't you?
Well, let me say one
Don't give
thing
me this
about
now. Well, it's either yes or no. Not
what
well. Do you know what a blondie girl is?
a blondie girl. Well, that's
Yeah.
know how to answer this. Am I supposed to tell you a blondie girl? Like, what
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
blondie?
If you don't know what a blondie girl is, you
It's
can't
not a
fucking give me
question.
an answer without lying to me.
Lying to you. I'm not lying to you about anything.
Oh, tell me why
That's
Muhammad.
yes.
Why did Muhammad want to go to war with the Romans? Right, you know about that, don't you? You
So you
know
want
about
to?
that. Don't you? I'm asking you a question. I want yes or no answers. Do you know that Muhammad wanted to go to war with the Romans?
So
No, no. Give me an answer. Don't give me so and
he
what and if
he
and
did
all that
not go.
bullshit.
He did
Give
not
me an
go a
answer.
war.
Do you
He,
know that he wanted to go to war with the Romans? Don't give me
no, he
this
did
fucking
not.
well and if bullshit
He did
nonsense.
not. He did not go to war
No,
with
he
the
wanted to
with
go
the
to war
Romans.
with the
But
Romans. Listen to
listen,
my question. When I speak to you, don't fucking give me this fucking song and
and
dance. Do
name he was
you know that he
name
wanted
is
to go
Yahya
to war with
Kalbi.
the Romans? The
Yes,
answer
it's
is yes,
let me
I
answer
know,
the
or
question.
no, I don't fucking know.
Let me send you the answer of the
You're not
question.
giving me an answer. Don't
Give me
fucking
the
say
answer.
let me answer and not give me the fucking answer. You
You're
know
not
that
giving
you know that
me
he wanted to go to war with
question,
the Romans. Don't give me the
dude.
well answer again.
Okay, Jack, enough. Enough.
Thank you, thank you. Well, this. Yeah, oh my god.
Okay, why are you not giving an answer to him? What was your name? Islam Sa. Why are you making this old guy so angry? He
I
needed
don't
only
know.
You
yes or
guys,
no. Yes
Well,
or
the thing is,
no.
Prophet Muhammad, he did not gone to war with the Roman. He sent a messenger to to the Hercule, and to just to call him into to just to call him in to be a Muslim. The messenger name was the Hayya Kalbi. The message was sent to Hercule. The Prophet Muhammad sent us to
Islam. Here's the thing. I don't believe that. Okay.
yes.
I don't
I
believe
don't want
that.
to hear
Okay,
it.
let me hear. I don't believe in what else. Okay. I don't believe
Yes.
that Muhammad flew to the heaven on a donkey. I don't believe that Muhammad had sex with kids. I don't believe that Muhammad split the moon. I don't believe that
Hello,
Muhammad
hello.
had 12 wives. I don't believe in many things about Muhammad, okay? I just believe that there was a guy Muhammad and he just brought the Quran. I don't know how exactly, maybe with his friends or maybe with someone else.
No,
I
no,
don't
no, no.
know. Okay,
I can
that's the only
this.
thing that I can believe. But rest of the things, no, I don't believe in any of those things. Okay, so what you're
Anyone,
telling me right now,
anyone
I
here
don't believe in that
Muslim?
too. What did you say, man? Ahmed,
Anyone
we
here is Muslim?
anyone is like you. You're here for fucking more than 10 minutes, and you're asking this stupid question. Like, if you're not listening, why the hell you're here waiting for more than 10 minutes? And I was always hearing your fan, and I was meeting you. The guy is clearly a Muslim. He was talking to, at least trying to talk to Jack. You could understand that easily. I'm ruining my own show.
Um,
Okay,
the
okay. Well, here's the thing. Let's do it here. Like I see
Bill.
7 people on YouTube. How many of you guys want to hear Jack again? Let's vote. Like, let's use some democracy here. If the majority wants to listen him, I'll give him the mic. Now there are 5 people. And John, it's unfair. You're here in Purple Talk. No. I'm not asking here in Freeport. I ask for the YouTube. No one says I want to hear him back. No one says. Only.
There's three
Oh,
here saying we want to hear him back, and there's one there.
okay, one. Okay, what about you, Islam? Do you want to hear him back?
Of course not. He's not giving
Okay,
anyone.
well, stop. I didn't ask your comment. What else? In, do you want to hear him back? In, hey, in. And what about Ahmed? What about you? Did you want to hear him? No, I don't hear you, man. In would agree. How do you know that? Answer.
Let him speak, dude. Just give him the mic, or like give him like if he can speak in English.
Ooh.
The
Are
read
you
your.
going to answer my question?
Mm, I don't understand what he wants. But anyway, hey, Witty. Witty, I think you joined before. I remember you. You didn't learn how to find a room? Here's the link for you. No, you can't give you the
Oh,
link, John Murphy. It doesn't work like that.
okay. He's now has the mic anyway.
Yeah.
By the way, I could give her the link.
No, you couldn't.
I could. I have the link.
Really, copy paste the link. I want to see the link.
You want to see the link
Yeah, just copy paste in the chat box.
or in their YouTube?
Doesn't matter. Copy paste it anywhere.
Okay, here's the link.
Let's see the link. No, this is not the link, man. This is the wrong link.
It is the same link you sent
Just check.
on
Mm,
YouTube. Wait, room and then DS22B. DS22B. It's the same.
No, it's not the same.
It's the same.
Man, just follow it. Just look at it. Okay,
Wait,
copy paste your link in anywhere and try to join with that link, okay?
copy paste my link and try to join with that.
Yeah,
I'll
with
bet.
that link, with your link, not with my link, okay? My link works, but your link doesn't work.
My
Let's test it
link
out.
will work. My link will work. It's the
Can you
same.
please try? Just try, man. Like you are a logical person.
I
Let's test it.
basically did. I just did.
You copy pasted your own link and you tried to join with your own link.
Yeah.
I should warn the Vietnamese guy that there must be a problem because it shouldn't work. Okay, that's how it was designed. You can't join with those links that you share.
It should work because your room is public. Your room is unlimited, dude.
This is how it works. Fuck, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
if your room
Okay,
is
you're right.
private,
Why the
it wouldn't
hell
work.
you were not telling that, man? Oh my god, I didn't know that. Okay. I mean, I wasn't creating unlimited looms before. Okay.
Yeah,
Only
by the
reproduction
way,
and old
if
man
you
and stupid old
if
man. Wait a second. You see what in says. By the way, you guys loves the voting. Okay. You should know that, but he has the mic now.
oh, by the way, if you have a private room and I went in, I can see the link.
When you join, you can see the link.
Yeah, but my link, if I give it to someone else, it wouldn't work for him, but it would work for me because I am already in a room.
You're already in the room. How it may work? Well, let's suppose I kicked you. Can you use the same link?
No.
Yeah, that was the point, right? That's why these. Yeah. Anyway, fuck, not important. So, Weedy, welcome from YouTube. I think this is the second time of Weedy. As I remember, he was a Christian. And as I remember, he had a discussion with Rocky or Horatio. I'm not sure. Come on. Jack has blocked in. Man, you didn't report him, right, Jack?
I never reported him. I just don't want him. He's done his dash, right? You
Oh, but
don't go start
you said
calling names and
banned.
joining rooms. I've had enough of him. He doesn't talk anyway.
He doesn't talk anyway, and he doesn't or she doesn't type mostly also.
Yeah, well, I don't want to fucking hang around people who don't talk.
Okay, I don't think he is trying to hang out with you, but anyway, I will just hope that you didn't report him.
No, there's nothing to report.
I just assumed that because you said banned, because
Yeah, banned from my rooms. He always comes into fucking my rooms and talks shit, types shit, and I've had enough. He was
okay.
before I came in this room. He was in another room, and he just sat in there, picking his fucking nose, mouthing off in the side chat, doing nothing.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I've had enough. It's how would you like it? People just coming in here and not talking and typing shit in the side chat all day long.
Well, we forced him to say something, so technically he was
Well,
not saying anything.
you force you force him, okay?
Yeah. And anyway, Witty asked for 5 minutes, trying to settle the microphone. Anyway, so read your Quran. Can we hear your voice? Okay, we cannot hear. Read your Quran. I thought you're a Muslim, but now I have the sensation that you might be an atheist. What is the case? No, not everyone. That's not true. Let's speak about reality. Anyway, Witty, I think, is the only believer right now. Mikita. What about you, Mikita? Are you a believer?
No, I'm not.
Okay, there are many atheists in the room. Sometimes I don't like it. So, what about read your Quran? He's also an atheist. Anyone knows him? Okay, no one knows him. No problem. You're Mr.
He's
Black
Mr. Black
Cloud.
Cloud.
Oh my
Yeah, he got
god.
banned.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I remembered that. I remembered that. Okay.
Yeah, some fucking Muslims reported him.
Okay. Give me like five. Man, take your time. And like, my plan is not to disappear in 5 minutes. Even if I disappear, you can find probably some people here if they don't leave the room. Or maybe you can catch them in another room. Okay. Are you trying to join with Google Chrome? The browser is important. You should know that. Okay. On the live. Okay. Uh, Firefox no good either. Safari should low. No, 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 no. Only Chrome works fine. You should know that. The guy doesn't have a budget to adjust according to every browser. He is going only with Chrome. You're on Chrome. Okay, maybe there's another problem. Is it fairly relaxed on censorship?
Dude, I don't
Oh,
know, but
no.
maybe she has that problem. Sometimes I mute myself from my keyboard. because there's a mic button in the keyboard, and I forget totally that I do it.
Yeah, but like since when you try, when you know that you're not audible, then you try to find out, right? And you can
I
easily
tried to find it out, but it took a long time because I think I was muted here, but the thing is I don't look at the keyboard because it's just a little lit light that turns on if I'm muted.
But when you, oh, you muted your mic out of the website.
Yeah, from the keyboard.
Ooh.
Like the keyboard has a mic thing and it turns on like there's a little light that turns on if you're muted.
Uh, Chronally fans. This is not like TikTok, but yeah, there is some censorship here. If you go too much or if you type something that they don't like, they can ban you. Okay, someone is enjoying the snacks. Who else? Who else? Circus. Yeah, there's some problems. Hey, you shouldn't type here. You shouldn't type.
Witty, if it's still not working, try to go to the web like what is that called? Wait, let me get it. You know, I don't know. They ask you for the mic and the camera and a lot of stuff. Just receive those permissions. Yeah, to the
Oh,
permissions.
okay. Or go to the settings in the website, in this website. There is a place you can also see on YouTube. Okay, just check. You will see here clear cache. Try to do that. It may work. It may help. Or you should use these settings, device settings here, to see that you you chose the correct microphone for your input. You
Oh,
can try these things.
she doesn't have a guest. Oh my
Oh,
damn!
okay. I think I gave the mic previously.
She can try open the mic. At least it will open.
Okay.
It would appear for us that it's opened.
Oh yeah, but I believe there might be a bug that it doesn't allow to unmute. I had a problem like that.
Yeah, she should go to the like that website setting, not the Google Chrome setting, and go to cookies and site data. She need to make sure she's accepting all of it.
Or you can try to share your screen. Maybe we can check some settings if it's okay for you.
Okay.
You
Here.
can just share the browser here, only this tab. Then maybe we can help with that.
Whee!
You're trying a lot. Wow.
She gets that. Oh, it doesn't show. Wait, no. I need to share my damn whole. Uh,
Where would you want
window.
to share?
I need to share the whole window too, so you guys can see it.
There we go.
Yeah, he's back. Wow. How did you do that?
He's back. I was gonna.
He was
Yeah, I had
back.
to put the cache.
Cache. You did the cache thing?
Cache.
Bingo.
Yes. All right, I need to step outside and hit a cigarette real quick.
Yeah, probably the cache thing makes you reset the permissions here and
I
makes
don't know.
you.
It works. I had a problem with YouTube here. I was not able to see anything. Even when I was sharing a video, I was not able to watch it. Then I realized this cache thing and I did it and it started working.
Mhm. Well, the
Okay.
cache just resets it, because if you reset the cache, it resets everything in your Chrome. Or you can just
Yeah.
reset the website itself from here.
Okay. Okay. So, mm, bum 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 bum. Okay, maybe we should create the room.
I was gonna say that, or or let's do it the last time I create a room and you come because people are afraid of your powers.
No, 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 not this time. Not this time. I believe we can have people, but let's try to recreate.
Okay.
Yeah, I will jump in seconds. Adios. Oh, man, you're so fucking fast.
I came before you.
Okay. Let's see how many of them will join. For Witty, here's the new link for Witty. Every time we change the room, the link changes.
Here's classic.
That's
Still classic.
classic. Classic. What's that place? Georgia? Armenia?
I don't have any clue.
Okay. Okay, let's see. How many people will join?
You know, I
Okay.
went to Moses Mountain before.
What mountain?
Moses Mountain
Where is that?
in my country, where they claim Moses was up on the mountain and spoke to God.
You spoke to God?
No, Moses. They claim that Moses was in that mountain, which they call it now Moses because of him, and he spoke to God.
Okay. And you went there to see what exactly?
It was a trip,
Oh, just a trip. Okay.
just hiking. I tried to talk to God, but he didn't answer as usual.
He didn't answer. He must
I
be
was like,
busy.
what? Yeah, why did he answer Moses in the same place and didn't answer me? I checked up if there's any, um, telephones that Moses left that spoke with God with.
I don't know. Maybe he was busy. Or maybe he doesn't have any interest in you.
Maybe.
No, because the most important stories wouldn't have no proof of happening in reality. That was for what exactly? Atara.
Moses?
No, 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 no. I'm just talking to the YouTube.
I know, I'm there.
Oh, you're there. So did you understand what he or she meant?
She meant about the Moses stuff that I was telling you.
Ah, okay. I'm too slow, man. You see. I don't have no proof of happening in reality. Yeah, that's why we have a lot of suspicion about those things because people always talk about miracles, but we don't see them right now. Then how can we believe? Why? Just a book said so. If that was the way that we should believe, then we must believe in every book, right? Every claim. You bring a book and I say, oh, okay, it must be true. Why? Because someone wrote it. Oh, really? Okay, let's believe. And there's another book comes that says something else, but wait a second. It says something opposite. Should we believe in it also? Because it's in the book, right? Someone wrote it. We have evidence
Yeah.
that people wrote contradictory things in different books. Not every book cannot. Maybe one book is correct. Maybe, okay? But all books cannot be true at the same time. This is a very fundamental rule. All of them, all religions cannot be true at the same time. Many of them must be false. Many of them definitely must be false, logically. And also, all of them can be false if there's no God,
Can I answer to
except
Katra?
Buddhism. Sure, sure, sure. Go on.
By the way, Katra, the Jews never existed in Egypt. That's the thing. It's all made up. The Jews never escaped Egypt and up in the sea. That's all made up. The Jews never existed in Egypt. I'm from Egypt.
People couldn't find evidence for that. Yeah, they're still searching, and that they don't understand why they don't find evidence. That's so sad. Bum, 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 bum.
There was the Kemet people. I don't know if you guys know about them or not.
What people?
Kemet people.
I don't know about them.
What are the Kemet people?
But
Let me ask.
people, Kemet, Wilmer, Iescas, Iescas.
Hello, what's up?
Hello, man. Nothing much here. We're chilling. What about you?
Yeah, I'm sort of doing well. Sorry, there is some noise at home.
Okay, maybe you can try to use Magic Mic. Do you know what is a Magic Mic here?
Let me see if I can do that.
Oh, you know how to do that. Cool. That's cool. Someone knows about the website. Okay. Oh, John, the other state there.
Who?
The rest of the gang. Probably they don't want to leave Jack. Okay. That's so fucking hilarious, John, by the way. If people are too afraid of an atheist, that shouldn't be me. That should be Jack.
Yeah, but you're the one who has the power to mute people. People are
He
pissed
would
of
do
it.
worse if he had the room.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
doesn't. That's why I'm telling you, me having the room or anybody neutral be better.
No, no, no. I don't. I can't stand listening his shouting more than 5 minutes.
I would mute him if he shouts and if he's doing something like that too. I just tell the other person you need to answer Jack because that the
Hey,
other person didn't answer Jack. The Roman Muhammad wanted to fight the Romans, and he sent to the king of the Romans a message, and this message you can see it in Turkey in the Osmanic mosque till now. The message is to the king of the Roman: you have to accept Islam, or we're gonna fight you and kill you all.
you're to talk about the previous topic.
Yeah, the topic about the Romans. I mean, I stand with Jack at that point because the other guy wasn't answer Jack's question. That's why Jack was pissed off. You get pissed off, and you also scream when people doesn't answer you.
Yeah.
So
That happens.
it's just normal. But Jack is just more angry.
I know. Like I'm not behaving like a cult leader. If you guys really enjoy him, I'm sure he will join your rooms because he knows that you will allow him to talk and you guys can enjoy.
It's not about Jack. It's about the other people afraid of you because you
Yeah, that's
mute
what I
them.
said. Like I don't have to be in that room. So, for example, let's suppose you keep creating rooms, and I'm sure they will be in your room. So then there's no any
Hello.
threat of philosopher.
Hmm.
Yeah, hi man, Travis.
Hey.
Travis, connection problem?
No.
Okay, let's check it out. I'm trying to be sure about that, but it
Believe me,
feels
people doesn't like to have powers. You
Hello?
know what? Like if I created a room and we all jumped in and then I left and there is no owner, there is no co-owner, there will be bunch of people there.
there'll be a bunch of people there, but it will be a mess.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
I've never seen this system before. Free for talk.
you've never seen what?
Are you coming from YouTube?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I've seen like StreamYard before and Streamlabs, Restream.
Oh, Free for Talk is not for streaming.
Well,
Free
you're
is actually like
streaming.
I'm just sharing my screen.
Yeah, no, but
I'm
anytime
using
you can.
StreamYard.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you could get Ventrilo back, like, basically like a 20-year-old voice app. And just record that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, I'm an atheist.
Oh, now 3 atheists.
you're agnostic.
I'm an agnostic atheist, man.
I'm an agnostic.
That was the topic of today.
Really?
I am
Yeah.
hard atheist.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
hard atheist. I say I know all gods are made up of humans and I define them that way. And then I don't have to
Check
even
this
get
out.
into like the messy god. This
Okay. Can you like give more information about agnosticism?
well, it's
Travis.
theological non-cognitivism, and it basically means that when you hear like a definition of God, it just doesn't make sense.
You hear that it doesn't make sense.
So if they're like, "Oh, it exists, but it's immaterial," you're like, "Well, usually when I'm talking about existence, I'm talking about material things and atoms or energy or molecules or chemicals or something. But here you're talking about existence without that property, and like, to exist is to be, to have all those things. And now you're saying you can have that without it. It's like right away it fails. It's like there's no other examples you could give. You're just gonna say spirits or other things that are like, part of this entity itself. So,
Okay.
but
Wait.
if you ask like a theist to define a god in a general way that like everyone would agree on, they would kind of come to some kind of definition like that. Like, well, how would you define like a mythological god like Zeus? Well, like, people made him to explain thunder, and he lived on a mountain, and then they went to the mountain, and they realized he wasn't there, and then they like changed what he was.
Okay. So I want to try to understand more. Let's suppose I define God as the creator of this universe, the intelligent, super powerful being. So you say that this definition doesn't make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically saying like people create that definition, but what I'm saying is God is a definition that people create, basically. It's like
But don't you think
fairies
that
are a
would be an
definition that
assumption?
people create.
Well, what if
No, it's a fact.
it's a fact?
Yeah, because like we can only talk about God as like the word, the abstract concept about it.
Okay, but what
Like
if
we
there
can't
is
like,
such a creator who said to someone, "Hey, like I'm here, I created this universe," and then that person had the idea, "Oh, wait, so that there's such an invisible thing who created this
yeah, I
universe?"
mean, all we know is like you're making this if hypothetical, which is
Yeah,
basically the same thing every other God is. It's an if hypothetical that people are making.
okay, but that doesn't mean it's false.
No, it's just that's the explanation of what it is.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
just a,
until you can provide like a falsifiable theory and that links it together, then you just have like an if hypothesis. It's as good as any other, fairy fairies stole your tooth and gave you money.
yeah, but here's the thing: till they provide, you don't believe in that definition, right? Or you don't believe that such a
Right, right,
God
right.
exists,
But
right?
I don't like I'm explaining that the definition they gave is made up. Like they're making up an if hypothetical. If this universe exists, then I see certain design elements, and I'm going to assume that a God created it and stuff. I'm going to give this God the property of design and the property of immateriality and the property of controlling certain events in my life, etc. And like people are like, all right, you created this God. I mean, if you ask most Christians what kind of God they believe in, they would say, well, my God created like a globe earth. And you're like, well, actually, like if you read the Bible, it's clearly a flat earth. So which earth did your God create and what earth do you live on? It's like
No,
right away
that's
they're
easy.
creating a God
Yeah.
definition that created a
Mhm.
globe earth,
Okay,
unlike the
okay.
Bible.
In that sense, it's easy to debunk such a God. So you are relatively atheist. You don't believe that there is such a God because this planet is not flat, and they believe that their God created this planet as flat. So it doesn't match. So either there's no such a God, or this God is lying, or just people just created this story simply.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the thing. It's just people created a story and then got people to believe it, which are both natural, like easily explainable
Mm,
things. So it's just like a God, if you're not talking about the God that you think created the world, then you're talking about a concept that a group of people created and believed in, right? Like, oh,
mhm.
let's talk about the gods in the Amazon jungle. Like, oh,
Okay,
well, they might have a
okay,
sun god, they might have a moon god, and a tree god, and a rain
okay.
god,
But don't you think
and
that it's a big burden of the proof to claim that every definition of God has been created by humans?
not really. Can you think of any examples that are?
I don't know. I'm an atheist, agnostic atheist.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I know. You can still think of, you know, like maybe like an AI god that some created, but again, that's just people create AI and AI creates God, but it's like the God definition in general. If you just think of it as a general thing, a concept created by people that isn't really true or grounded in reality, can't be falsified, etc. Like most theists will agree that that's the case for all 5,000 gods they don't believe in. And then they get to their God and they're like, oh, well, I defined him as the creator of the universe, therefore I get special plead. And then say, use all the bad arguments that, we can write off through natural reasons for the other religions, like
got
the
it, got it.
cargo cult in
So,
the
so,
jungle.
so what about like, well, how an agnostic, at least you, do you think that there is a cause for this universe?
Uh, like we just have the Big Bang, which just shows like an expansion. So really, all we could say is there was a big bomb that exploded. So a big bomb is contained, composed of matter and energy, and then it blows up. So it doesn't really tell us anything about who created the big bomb or like if it needed a creator or anything. So I just say, it's unexplained. It's probably natural. And really, like in all cases, like people are creating gods to one sec. I talk so fast I can't breathe. Um, they're creating gods to explain that question, right? So that they're saying like, I don't know where everything came from, so let's create a god that explains that. But atheists are saying like, we don't need to make that because we're not like trying to answer questions that don't really have an answer. Like what happens after you die? Like theists will think of all these answers for that, and like you ask a scientist, it's like your brain liquefies, the connections no longer work, consciousness is lost, you can't detect anything. Like you're as dead as a, you know, spider you just crushed.
Okay, and like I didn't promise to give scientific evidence for anything here. That's not the purpose of the room. And I don't see any title here that says science.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I'm just answering the message in the chat box.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Um, so, like, what kind of evidence can I provide for what? For my ignorance? You have to believe that I don't know the answer whether God exists or not, whether universe has a cause or not. I don't know the answer. And do you want me to provide scientific evidence for my ignorance?
No, I don't care.
Yeah, but
I'm not asking you the question either. Like
uh,
it's not something I think about
no,
much.
no, no.
It's like
You
a stupid question that theists use to like gain control of the conversation and say, "Oh, we have this big gap in knowledge. Let's stick our God in there." And that's all they're doing. They identify gaps in human knowledge
God of the
and they
gaps.
define the God to fill the gap. And
Yeah.
then, ta-da! Wow, the God must exist because it perfectly explains this gap in our knowledge. And this, is a very easy thing, and it's very easy to trick humans into believing this, especially when they hear it the first time. They learn it. They have confirmation bias. The people that tell them they trust, or it's a loving environment, or a church, or authority figure, and then they gain this belief, and then they look at events in their life through this confirmation bias lens, and they see events, and it confirms their belief, and they see the gaps as explaining God, and then they ignore any misses unless really deeply challenged, and they teach their kids, and cults grow bigger and evolve, change. And a big thing is people copy older myths. So like the Bible is like the flood story and the flat Earth cosmology. Am I still here? Yeah. My computer died. Um, like that was copied from Sumerian mythology from like 1800 BCE. So, and then it went through various iterations and changed a little bit. It went from like 7 gods to 7 days. Um, and like all these little details change, but the core story remains. So like people copy older myths, they make little details. It's general to the people. You think of Mormons copying and enhancing Christianity in like the 1830s, and then a bunch of other small Christian cults doing that too. So you once you once you understand how religion evolves and how humans create like explanations for the gaps in their knowledge, like religion just completely falls away because that's always going to be like the number one explanation. And anytime you insert like a theistic or supernatural reason, you're special pleading. You're saying in all other cases, we can explain this naturally, but in this case, those for some reason don't work. And it's more likely this very low percentage, possibility. So that's my case.
Thanks for sharing your case. Um,
Any questions?
let's wait for the
I can
questions.
breathe a little bit.
Hey man, like you should take some maybe gaps, right? Yeah, but it's a good ability. I can't talk that long, I think. But if I start talking that long, I know that I'm gonna start bullshitting. But you're doing great.
All right, good. I'm like, I know what I'm gonna finish my sentences. I just can't talk. I've done podcasts too, and after like 15 minutes, I'm like winded. I can't talk anymore.
I see. I see. So we don't have much believers here. So yeah, we're stuck.
Yeah, we
Do you
don't have
have
any believers in the
critiques?
YouTube chat.
YouTube chat is not very active right now. But let me ask you then. But please take some breaks while you're talking.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, do you have critiques for agnostic atheists?
Oh, agnostics.
Agnostic atheists,
So
especially.
yeah, yeah. AG, right?
Yeah, AT. No, no,
AG.
not AT. AG. How you?
There's ag and then ig. I'm an agnostic. I'm
Okay.
not an agnostic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I know that. I know
for
that.
me, like agnostic atheism is kind of like a spectrum going from like a fundamentalist believer to like an anti-theist. So like you're kind of in the middle there where you like recently left religion and you still kind of want to assign some value to it. So you don't want to completely dismiss it as all wrong. So you kind of say like I don't really know what's true, but I'm not really like a believer anymore. So people kind of like hold that for like 5 or 10 years, and then they kind of like evolve and be like, I've really like been fine for 10 years without God. Now I'll be like more of a strong atheist. But that's not always true, and some people are like agnostic for life, and it's probably like the more honest or rational position because like what I'm saying is harder. It's a harder case to make, requires more research, more evidence. But once you have that evidence out, it's hard to argue with. Like you stick a group of kids in a jungle and they're going to build some kind of religion over time. And that's a hypothesis you can test, and we see it constantly with every new cult that starts every new week or two. So agnostic really to me it's like make up any new word or make up any concept of teeth stealing fairies and then be like, I don't know if that's true or not. And then be like, ask yourself, well, did someone make that up? And is there a motive for them to make it up? Is there like plausibility that it's true? Does it align to evidence? Like just go through that rational critical thinking. And then you're like, all right, like I have no more reason to believe it than I did when I started. So it's not like my zero belief is suddenly going to go to 50-50. I don't know. It's like right now you're saying, I know it probably doesn't exist, right? And so, this is for a new made up concept you just made up. So, why is it suddenly different when you come to a God? Is it, uh,
Okay, you should take some break right now.
sorry, breathing, yeah.
You should have taken it way before, but I didn't want to interrupt. That's my bad also.
It's my
Chant
bad.
fix. Chant
God
fix.
needs to divinely intervene and tell me to breathe.
Okay, CC.
But yeah, agnostics, I don't know. I just don't really see the point of it. You could say you're agnostic about any made up thing, and you're not really telling anyone anything. It's basically just complete ignorance. Like, oh, have you heard of Snuggle Puffalus? Oh, I'm agnostic about that. Like, that makes sense. But if you said, like, oh, have you heard about this biblical God that's in a book that resurrected from the dead and created a flat earth, you're like, yeah, I understand why people created that and copied that myth and, you know, killed people and indoctrinated people to spread it worldwide. And I understand why it's popular now. There's nothing to explain. There's no miracles I need to understand. It's like delusional people make up stuff and believe them and make up more stuff and believe them. And if and people theists are always surprised, like, how can you say that? And you're like, well, how do you explain Islam or some other religion you don't believe in? And they're like, oh yeah, people make stuff up and copy it and indoctrinate kids and blah blah blah. And you're like, wow, you do have a brain. Now just don't special plead and reapply that logic to your God, and it's gone. And I'm just saying reapply the same logic to like a made up fairy to a made up God. don't be agnostic about it. Say, people make these things up. And until further evidence is given, until they provide like a falsifiable theory and, ways to test that this thing exists, like, it's
Okay,
just an if
I think that
hypothesis, right?
that's a good point to interrupt you, I think. So let's suppose someone is defining his God as the creator of the universe. Again, super powerful, super knowledgeable, super talented being. So, what would be a good test, or what would be good evidence to believe that, oh, yeah, this might be that thing that you're mentioning?
Um, yeah, a good way to get through that one is to ask, like, does this being want me to know him? And then a lot of believers will say yes. And then you say, well, this being would know exactly what it would take to convince me. And he hasn't done that. So he doesn't want me to know him. And then put the burden on him, like showing me the evidence. Now, the problem is, like, people are already giving you a God definition that is unfalsifiable. So really, you can go back to that question and be like, well, what do you mean by God? How would you define it in a falsifiable way? And then they won't be able to really do that. And then like the conversation kind of gets into the agnostic version. But
So you would put the burden on that hypothetical God to prove its existence? But what about this is the case? Let's suppose your friend is claiming that, and when you ask the question like this God wants me to believe or not, the answer is he doesn't care. It's up to him. If he wants to believe, he can believe, and the answer is I think there is enough evidence for that, and this amount of evidence is enough for any human being that they can believe. So it's up to your
mhm.
friend. So now, like I'm trying to just change the burden of the proof. Like now, do you think it's on you this time?
I would be like, can you demonstrate this God and distinguish like the concept from your imagination? So like anyone can
Hmm.
imagine like a concept,
Okay,
but can
so
you show some work? I
okay.
mean, now if you're just saying like that God created the universe and has
Mhm.
remained hands free since then there
Yeah,
shouldn't
but
be any evidence that he was involved, right?
okay, but when I say a time, or let's say a teleportation machine, okay, such thing doesn't
Uh
exist, right?
huh. Yeah, yeah.
But like it wouldn't be on the machine to prove that it exists. If there's such a thing, you could verify its existence if you can see it, right?
Right.
You wouldn't say, "Hey, man, I don't care about that machine. If there's such a machine, it should convince me that it exists." We never do that, right?
Right.
So, and again, let's suppose this guy doesn't care about you, but there is a chance, let's say, that maybe you could believe, maybe. So, what would be the evidence to believe in such a thing? Because in the definition, at least you can imagine, okay, that like this powerful being, intelligent being, super knowledgeable and super talented being created this universe. That's the claim, right?
I would need to understand how the God processes and stores information. So, like a computer analogy, you need a hard drive, you need a CPU, you need RAM, or you need a brain. So, like, it makes no sense to say all that stuff can work immaterially. So, like, to say God is omniscient and all that stuff can happen like without anything is just nonsense. So like I need to understand like where the core brain of God is and then understand like how it
Okay,
parses
but
information and
let me just criticize here, or let me ask the question. So, if like let's suppose I claim the same thing, a teleportation machine, okay? And
oh, a teleportation machine. You're
yeah,
asking me to
would
question
you?
that?
Yeah, the same question. Oh, no, the question is indeed, would you try to go analyze all the technological stuff in the machine, try to understand how it works? Would you do that, or would you say, okay, like I'm putting my stuff here in this machine, and you're claiming to teleport it in which location, or can you do it in any place? Let's suppose the
Yeah.
machine is 10 meters away, and you said, okay, I'm gonna put my watch in it. I want to see it, at my feet right now, and the distance is like 20 meters, let's say. So if you see that it's being teleported in front of your eyes, like Star Trek,
Yeah, yeah.
wouldn't that be enough to believe that that is a teleportation machine?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, but
Like
no,
that's
but
how
you
I
didn't
would
know, but
define
you didn't.
teleportation,
Yeah,
right?
but you, in this example, you didn't analyze how teleportation works. You didn't analyze the circuits of that machine, or the
Okay. So
engineering in the
what
machine.
what are you saying I could see God do?
Oh, the claim
Because that's
is
part of your definition, right? So like I needed something. How would I detect God?
no. Okay, well, let's suppose something appeared and claims to be God, and well, since he claimed that he can create this universe and everything in it, that must be a very talented designer, right? So if
Do you
this
mean
being,
appeared like out of thin air or like
yeah, it
walked
can
in
be
the
out of
door?
thin air, let's say.
Okay, then I'd probably be like, wow, that's not possible in my understanding of physics. Could you maybe reproduce that on my command so I could understand that it's not just a natural phenomena?
Okay, let's suppose
And
every time
then,
you ask, it generates whatever you want.
yeah, so I would say whatever this is has the power to reliably do this act. I don't know how, but
Okay, but
I
now when
can.
we go back to the teleportation machine, let's suppose every time you put something, you can teleport it in anywhere you want. It works,
Uh-huh.
but you just say, "Oh, it's just a machine doing that," but I wouldn't call it teleportation machine.
What would you call it? God machine?
Whatever you call. I mean, are you saying I wouldn't call it teleportation machine?
I just don't really understand your analogy that well.
Okay, well, my analogy is like there's a definition, right? And
Yes.
how we analyze these things. Like, let's suppose you heard something, you don't know what it
I
is.
mean, if there's a teleportation machine, and does it consist of atoms?
The machine consists of
Yeah.
atoms. Okay,
Okay,
let's say,
so
yeah,
I
it
can
is. Yeah.
touch it.
Yeah, you can touch the machine. Yeah.
Okay, so does the God consist of atoms?
What consists of atoms?
The God.
Oh, the God. Let's say, yeah, it is.
So I can touch it?
Let's say you can touch it. Yeah.
Okay, then I can do the same scientific experiments that I can do by touching a machine with buttons that I can do with a God. So I can stab the God in the face and he'll respawn or resurrect or whatever. I'll be like, wow, look, I can reproduce these miracles that break natural phenomena. Just like I can touch this button and the machine transports 20 meters, right? But it's like I would only be able to make the justified knowledge claims of the things I test. And if the thing says, oh, well, look at the miracle I just did, and I will show you another miracle, or I'll send you to heaven if you do this next thing. And I say, well, okay, yes, one things you showed me are true, but I have no reason to really trust you that the next thing is going to be true. It could be a trick, it could be deception,
Okay. So,
so
like
you could like slowly guide
we,
your way through that.
okay. So we touch the teleportation machine. We push the buttons. We teleport, let's say, 100 times, whatever you want. But you say, "Oh, wait a second. I can't be sure that this is a teleportation machine. I don't know if it will work next time or not. Maybe it won't work. Maybe it will start working."
Yeah, just like your car.
So you wouldn't call it a teleportation machine
No, I would call it a machine that in the past has teleported,
in the
and there's
past. that
Maybe,
teleported.
and it probably will teleport again if you press this button, and it will work until
Okay.
it doesn't. Just like
So
you start.
when do we confirm that it's a teleportation? But what if
Are
someone
you
comes
asking
here?
like when is a car a car?
Okay, like car, we know that it exists, right? We use it. I don't think it's a good example. Time machines or teleportation machines, they don't exist right now. That's why I
No,
think it's
no,
better.
but you're saying if a car works 100 times, you don't know if it's going to work on the 101st time, so you can't say it's a car.
Even if it
Like
doesn't
I'm
work,
using
the
your
next time still
analogy
it was a
in a
car, right?
different way.
It is a car.
Okay, well, the thing that was formerly a time machine or a teleportation machine is now a whatever, or it doesn't work. Things change, whatever.
Yeah, but still you can
So
easily
the
say that, oh, okay,
definition
that
is
is a
based on the
teleportation machine.
properties of the thing. So,
Exactly. So
if
that's how we define even things, right?
right, right, right. But the properties are based on the evidence of what we know about the thing. And God doesn't
Okay.
have properties because
Oh,
we
but in
can't
my
know
example, you
anything
had,
about the God.
but hey, friend, you had evidence in my example at least. You could touch the God, like let's say so-called
Right, right.
God.
Okay,
Okay,
right, right.
you
So,
you
so
could.
let's say I can stab the God and he can resurrect. Okay, I know this God has that power. I can press the teleportation machine's other button, and wow, it changes the time, or it changes the rotation of the Earth or something. And it's like, okay, wow, now I know this button does this. So it has these two capabilities that seem to reliably work.
Yeah, but
And
like
then I
this
go to
is
the
not a
God and I throw him
teleportation machine.
on a
Like,
pool and he walks and I'm like, wow, he has this other property. But all I'm saying is like you need to make hypotheses and test them. And the God
man.
hypothesis isn't a hypothesis. There's
Okay,
nothing to test.
okay, like that was a hypothetical scenario. I was just trying to understand. You could believe such a thing exists if you start testing something. Because I see many people, many non-believers, if they had testable things, still there's no way for them to believe that it is a God or there is a God. So like I gave the example of the dead machine, specifically a teleportation machine. So you can see a machine, you can see that it teleports things and it does it consistently, even if it stops somehow, okay, after the 100 times, still it did it, right? And
Hmm.
I believe that was enough to call that machine was a teleportation machine.
Yeah, you could say in the past, for this amount of time, it was a teleportation machine. Now it's broken. I mean,
Okay, and let's suppose there is a being who created all the universe. What would
okay,
be the things that we could observe if this thing wants to interact with our reality? What
sure.
would be the
Can you
test that
define
we can
being?
apply?
Can you define being?
Can I define? I'm really terrible at defining things.
Well, that's why you're not agnostic. Like, if you define being as like consisting of atoms, then you say, okay, does God consist of atoms, and where are they?
Okay, let's suppose that like it has, and let's suppose like you interact with something that calls it itself, I'm a god. You can touch it, you can see it, okay?
Sure. Okay, show me it.
And okay, when you see such a thing, then you'll say, oh, okay, yeah, now I believe a god exists.
Then I'll test it, and I'll
Okay,
condition
how
my
you can
belief on
test
whatever
that?
I can test.
Yeah, but how can you test? That was my initial question, by the way.
I don't know.
How
I
you
don't know
can
how I
test?
can test a being of non-atoms.
You know the like so-called properties of that thing, right?
No, I don't.
You
How do I
don't?
know the properties of non-atoms?
But like we said, it's made of atoms. We didn't say it's
Oh, the
non-atoms.
God is made of atoms?
Yeah, let's say that it's made of atoms.
Okay, where are they?
Let's suppose it's in front of you. How
In
could you
front
say
of
that
me.
that is a god? How could you verify that it is a god?
I mean, I don't even know what it like a God in my definition is like a character that people create. So it'd just be like a bunch of atoms. What can they do? I don't know.
But man, like when we say teleportation machine, even if there's no such a thing,
Okay, it's
you
an alien
expect,
device that
yeah, but
does cool
that's also
things,
a
but like
concept,
it
but
would not be a
something
god,
imaginary.
right?
It's an imaginary machine which doesn't exist right now. But you know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it
Then
can do,
aliens
right?
made it. Yeah, like, there's no like you haven't tied it. Why would I think this is a god? Like, why would I see a set of atoms and be like, oh, this is like a myth that people made a long time ago?
This is a okay.
Now, if this like ball of atoms like had a robot body and a voice, and it said, "Oh, hello there, Travis. I started the Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago. You guys found the redshift evidence, which was great. Here's some other details." And then fill in all these scientific gaps in my knowledge that then like confirm that this thing has like extraordinary knowledge. And then, I might not say it knows everything, but it
Mhm.
certainly knows a heck of a lot more than me. And, it could be lying. It could just be an alien pretending to be a god that knows
Okay.
more,
So,
like,
but even if so that means even if that there was such a thing, who created this universe, who knows everything about this universe,
hmm
you would say, wait a second, that
I
would
guess I
be
could
an
test it.
alien.
Like, what am I thinking right now? Or what's my memory?
Okay. But what about the same machine again? Like anyone can say, wait a second, I don't think this is a teleportation machine. I think there are aliens and they make you blind or they make, so they have some tools, okay? You just don't see that the object moves from that place to other place, but it's not being teleported. It's just moving. Like they use some holograms to, prevent your vision. You don't see, but those objects are flying to those places, so they're not being teleported.
Yeah,
Technically,
yeah. I've
aliens
heard
are
of
doing that.
shit like that. Go on, go on.
That's all. Like, look, they can also say that, right? So now it's not a teleportation mission. Maybe it was not.
I mean, the thing is, anyone can say anything, like, demonstrate it. Like,
Hey, but like, how can you be sure about the demonstration? So, like, you had
why
a
do I care about
demonstration.
being sure? Why do I care about being sure?
Okay, you don't
Like,
have to.
like,
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
this is like it's like some people think you like require certainty for all beliefs. It's like,
No,
do
you
you
don't need.
require certainty that like a
No,
car
you
isn't
don't
coming
need.
400 miles an hour? No.
But you don't need. But then, how can you say, "Oh, this is it"? This. Or also for you, there is no way to say that this is a teleportation machine. Like even I can go with the things that we know. Like so, you think that the washing machine in your bathroom is a washing? Maybe it's not a washing machine. Maybe aliens are just in a different way. They clean your clothes. You see that the machine is working, but
Okay, sure.
indeed
Why would I
your
believe
clothes are
that?
not there.
Give me some evidence why that might be true.
I didn't claim
Yeah,
that
so
this
it's
is the
just it's
case.
like an if hypothetical. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
make up
yeah.
1,000 if hypotheticals.
I see,
Like,
but
I don't
but
understand what you're talking about though. Like,
I'm asking, you
you're
don't
not
believe
gonna
in that,
believe
right?
things.
When you observe your machine, your washing machine, you know that it's a, or you think that it's a washing machine, right? You don't think about aliens. And what is the demonstration of a washing machine? It's a
Okay, I know
machine you put
humans
the
make
clothes.
washing machines to wash clothes.
Yeah, it's a wash clothes, and you can observe that, right? You can observe that it's washing the clothes. Oh, now this is a
I
washing
mean,
machine,
we
right?
got into the orb because I asked you if God, what being meant. Like, you started with being. Now, if you were honest, most theists would say a being is immaterial. So we would have ended the conversation there. But
Oh,
instead,
okay.
you somehow
Sorry for
turned
my
God into
bad
a physical orb of
usage of
beings, and you
bad
broke
usage.
literally every theistic argument. So, like, we're not talking
Uh,
about theism anymore. You're talking about objects that can do things, which aren't gods.
okay, so the only problem is being material here in this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, like, the theists are saying, "Oh, God is a being." Okay,
Okay,
well,
I'm not a
usually
theist.
when I know. So, like, how do you define God for a
I
being
just
you don't exist
tried.
in?
Yeah, I just tried. It's a material thing, let's say. So you just
Where
correct
does it
it. But
exist?
being doesn't mean outside of this universe.
How does that exist? Like,
I don't
that's
know how it
impossible
exists.
by
How
nature
do you
of
know
its
it's
words.
impossible? You don't know.
Because by definition, the universe is everything that exists.
By
So
definition,
to say that something
there's no such a
exists,
definition of
yes,
the universe, man. No, there's no such a
that
definition of the
is the
universe.
definition of the universe.
Nope, nope, nope.
Okay.
You can check the word cosmos, and maybe cosmos means what you meant, but universe doesn't have such a definition.
Are you thinking about galaxy?
No, I said cosmos, not galaxy. Galaxies are very tiny comparing to the whole universe.
What do you mean the whole universe?
I mean, our universe.
You mean the universe that contains this God being?
It doesn't. I mean, that was not my example.
Yeah.
The-
So like you can't just say like there's some being that exists outside of being.
I said it. I can say it. You cannot say it's impossible. Also,
Okay, I'm just saying it's meaningless, and therefore you're not talking about anything that's real. And that's like the whole point of agnostic atheism. You're
Hmm.
basically saying like, oh,
no, you can't
you
claim that
believe
I'm
in
talking about something unreal. You don't know that. You can't say that it's unreal.
you can't tell me it's any different than an imaginary fairy. So like until you
Sure,
distinguish it from imagination, it's
sure.
imagination.
Sure. Like
It's a
in the
default
definition
assumption.
part, yeah, it is imaginary. Definitely, it was imaginary, man. I was just imagining that. I was just entertaining the idea. But I see that there's no way for you to believe, even in there is such things, whatever those things that they define God as. How they define is not important.
Well, they're making up the definition. That's what's important. Like they're not using data to build like a pattern and then saying like
Okay.
when I predict this will happen
So
if these things happen.
you think that
They're
none of
creating
them
something from scratch.
you think that any of them there is no one who is lucky that his imagination matches with the reality. Do you think that it's impossible to guess the reality?
Well, I mean, you could have a goal where you want to know all true things, but
No, you don't
religion
need.
usually doesn't have that goal. They say you must believe this first, and then you can know all true things as long as it doesn't contradict this first thing.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said, do you think that all believers so far who lived on earth, you think that none of them is lucky enough to guess correctly the reality? When I say the reality, I'm just talking about one specific thing. It's about God part, okay? I don't speak about knowing everything, but that's I don't see it's also possible for a human to guess everything correctly about everything. No, that's not what I said. At least I didn't say it in a clear way.
You're asking me if one of the 120 billion humans and the entire evolution of hominids has imagined the right deity? I mean, how would I
Yeah.
know? There's no way to test their
Yeah.
imagination
So
or
so
the
that
deity.
yeah, exactly. That's why. How can you say that all of them are just fictionary things which doesn't say anything about our
I'm not. I'm
reality?
saying all of them are imaginary and imaginary until proven otherwise. I don't know why you think like
It doesn't have to be.
imagination is
No,
automatically fiction. Like I can imagine a dog running through a field. Like that's a you can do that too. Doesn't mean
that's what I
one
say.
is, right?
That's what I say. Just because someone imagine a god, that doesn't mean it's false. Also, right? It's either true or
What?
false. The way that you said someone imagining something doesn't mean it's false, right?
Right.
That's what you said. Okay, so among all those billions of people, many of them, majority of them, they had a concept of God, right? And you can't
I
claim
don't
that
know.
all have the same concept of God.
No. I mean, like we know they were animists in the beginning, so they had like they saw other life forms that they hunted and ate, and they
Okay.
understood their life cycles, and they had
Okay.
like a spiritual connection to them.
Yeah, we
And
should include the people right now, especially philosopher. They imagine, they entertain the idea of, a creator of the universe in many different possible ways. So you think that none of them can match with the reality. We can't be certain about that, right?
But like the reality of what? Of like the objective things of matter and energy, or
Or whatever real means.
yeah, that's what real means.
Oh, okay.
Like there's no reason, like all it tells us is that people can imagine things.
Yeah.
That's all you've said. And now you want me to say like, well, how can I say that all imaginations are wrong if it's possible that one could magically be right? And I would say, I don't know. But if you do think you have one of those,
I don't know, man.
show
I'm an
the
atheist.
evidence. Right.
You're
So
forgetting that I'm an atheist.
like, I don't know why you're an agnostic, because like if you don't have an argument to make there, you should be just agnostic or strong atheist.
What argument? For what?
Like this whole like anyone could imagine like something that is possibly real, but until they prove it, like it's just imagination until proven otherwise. And you seem to think like, oh, an imagination,
I don't think like
even before it's
proving is
proven
necessary
true,
to claim.
we can't say it's wrong. And it's
Like
like, well, okay,
something.
I'm not saying it's wrong.
A
I'm saying it isn't
concept.
proven true.
A concept can be imagined by a human and can match with the reality also. For example, we imagine green aliens, right?
Yes, sure.
On different planets. That's also imagination, right? But that might be true.
Sure.
That there are billions of planets, right? Maybe that there
Sure.
are such aliens. So that's what I'm talking. Like we may,
So
by
you think
chance.
maybe and agnostic mean the same thing?
No, that's not what I said.
Well, then connect the dots for me, because I don't understand really like why we're talking about this.
I was talking about this because you were claiming that all of them imagination. Yeah, all of them are imagination. That doesn't mean all of them are false, right? That was the point. That was the whole point that I was trying to make.
Yeah, I never said they were all false. I'm saying they're imaginary until proven not imaginary.
Not imaginary.
Like distinguish imagination from reality. Distinguish imagination from reality.
Okay, but that's an unnecessary statement. We already accept that. It's tautology. We already accept that those are imaginations. You don't need to make a further statement.
Okay,
we both accept that those are imaginations.
So they randomly guess something. Who cares? Why does it matter?
Okay. Never mind.
You know, like let's say me, right? I have zero God beliefs, so you could just say I am the most enlightened, whatever. My concept of God is the only correct one.
Says that.
I can explain the existence of all gods, you know, and all possible future gods. Yeah. I mean, if we define them as things people make up, then yeah. I mean, maybe eventually one day we'll expand the definition to people and aliens, or people and octopus, or anything that develops the consciousness that can imagine and believe in false things. I mean, not a lot of animals can do that. It's expensive to make errors like that. Well, I mean, like
landfill. Come on.
Oh, are they? I've been watching the chat.
And that's what John says. I just try to show that we be cooking. Oh, it's you. That's the problem with non-believers. Like I see that as a problem. There's no any way.
What's the problem?
Yeah, I'm trying to explain. The problem is there's no way for many non-believers to believe that there is such things. I can't even
show evidence.
Yeah, but even with the evidence, you would never believe because, like, I just.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You didn't present. You presented no evidence. You presented if hypothetical.
But I did it. But in that case, your answer was
no.
It could be an alien.
And then when I cornered you and said,
no,
said some alien machine exists as an object.
That's what you said. It could be an alien. And anything
Yeah,
can be an alien. I can say, oh wait a second, I don't believe that this can be an alien. So
dude. Like I see a kid riding a bike outside. Am I gonna be agnostic and say, oh, it might be an alien riding a bike until I go out and like
oh
stab him and check,
you're
right?
not doing that because so you're so used to see human beings around you. You believe
Yeah,
that
and I'm so
all of
used to
them are.
people making up gods around me.
Oh,
Exactly.
but you're not.
That's
You
my
are
whole
not.
point.
No, man. Stop. You are not used to see fucking teleportation machines. That was the
Okay.
example. That was the example. But even if it was demonstrated to you that the machine can teleport things, you say, wait a second, that could be an alien. You didn't say that, by the way. I said
I
that, but
mean,
that's what you say when you see another claim.
what do you mean? Like you're making no sense. Like if I see a machine that I don't think humans can make, I mean, I'm not gonna say a god make it. People make up gods. That's not like the next
Okay.
conclusion. It's something with more advanced intelligence and technology and time built this thing.
Yeah. So anything can be created
Just
by
like
aliens.
every single hypothetical science fiction story has predicted,
Yeah,
you know?
anything can be product of aliens. So that's the thing. So that was the thing that I was trying to show. Like, even if let's suppose that there is a creator of the universe, you'll say, "Wait a second, let me show, like, let me see that thing, let me test that thing." Okay. Then you
Yeah.
observe a lot of things. You have every answer or requirement that you ask. In the end, wait a second, how can I know that this is not a fucking advanced alien? Right?
Well,
That would be the thing, according to
I
what you
mean,
said so far.
there's just never a point where I would like observe some phenomena and then say it's a god because God by definition cannot be observed. There is no detectable way to observe a god.
Oh, that's how
If
you
you ask
define God?
Christians, if you ask Christians, how do I detect your God? They will say
Why
you
we're
must
asking
believe in him
Christian,
and
or why
pretend he's
we're just asking Christians or Muslims?
because
Don't
it's
you
an
think
easy
that
example. Would
that's
you like
an
me to
easy
say theist every
example?
time?
That's an easy example because like it's something that you cannot see, touch, and do other tests. That's why it's easy. I presented you another God concept which you can touch, do test a lot of things. But you said it could be an alien.
I mean, that's not a God's concept though.
That's not a
If
God
I c-
concept comes from
if
those
I can
religions, yeah.
touch it, it's an object that has like some contingent like reality that it has some reason why it's there.
Like, doesn't matter in which form a God exists. Like, it's also it depends on some reality, right? It has a reality if
Yeah,
there's
and
such
it
a
does
God.
matter because
It doesn't matter. So why are you
if you
talking
can't
about
falsify
being
it,
matter or not?
I mean, theists will say it's not made of matter. So if you think it's made of matter, then you already disagree with theists, and I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking
I
about science at
know
that point. That's natural.
I know believers of God and they have different concepts.
Yeah, I know. They're all made
If
up.
you want to
That's my
just,
point.
but okay, like that's not the thing that we're discussing right now. But you are ignoring some of them. You just want to stick to the theistic. I mean,
What am I
famous
ignoring? I don't.
religious definitions.
Yes, they're made up definitions. Well, like prove to me that they're not made up. Like prove to me that they're based on data.
It's not my job to prove, man. Come on, how many times should I say that?
Okay,
I'm an
then
atheist.
that's where they came from. That's
Okay, like,
like
but the problem is, well, what are the evidence you see? You're gonna say it's an alien. Doesn't matter what kind of evidence you see. Like, you don't care about the evidence even. You don't even know what could be convincing for you. You say, oh, if there is such a God, he must know how to convince me. What if the God doesn't care about you?
all right. Look. An alien could convince me that he's an alien, and a god could convince me he's a god because a god would be like more powerful than an alien, right?
Uh,
So
and
so like there are two extremes there, right?
okay,
And
both
then
of
there's a
them
middle.
can do that, right?
Yeah.
But what about
There's
this? Do you think that an alien
okay, and then
cannot
there's a
fool you?
spectrum in between where because aliens can exist, that because life evolves everywhere is like my
Okay.
general theory, right? So it would be more likely for me to assume an alien is doing mind control stuff before it is I hit the extreme that only a god is doing it. Okay, so like this is the same thing with like uh, one sec, with like small tribes. You know, like you fly an airplane over their huts, and they're like, that's magic, that's not technology. Like people can't build that. That's
I mean,
that's
you're
from a
just
god.
repeating the same thing that we concluded, right? Anything can be made by aliens. That's the conclusion. And that's it. That's what I want to say.
Okay. But I'm saying it's more plausible that aliens are behind it
Hmm.
until maybe there's some amount of evidence like, oh, God says I'm going to make the moon disappear and you're going to watch the tides on Earth be all messed up for a day, and then I'm going to return it, and I'm going to say, okay, that's like beyond the limits of an alien to me.
What is beyond the limits of an alien?
But I
Sorry.
mean, maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't. So I'm going to have some credulence level of what I believe an alien can do and what a god can do, and my belief will change based on the evidence. I'm just saying those are the two extremes, and I'm saying it's going to be more plausible to stick with the alien hypothesis until we get to really extraordinary stuff. Now, I mean, if God, you know, came in front of me and resurrected a human, like a 10-day dead old human, in front of my eyes, that's, something I don't think an alien could do.
Oh,
But
oh,
if
how
he
come?
teleports something, 60 meters, maybe that's more of a technology thing. So there's different criteria I'm really looking for. I'm looking for, you know, really magic from God.
Yeah, but the famous quote from what was the name of that guy? Uh,
Heaven's Gate,
let me remind
Jim
that.
Jones.
Like anything can be, confused as magic, right? If there's an advanced
Yeah, yeah,
alien.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
thinking of.
yeah. So technically, like, if it's enough advanced, it can do anything. I think resurrection would be piece of cake for an advanced alien technology. Or
I
it
don't
doesn't
think
have
so.
to be. It doesn't have to do it literally. What if it just,
Okay, like
teleports a
you're doing
machine-like
you're doing
thing?
the same thing I'm doing. You're setting a
Yeah,
spectrum between what a plausible alien could do naturally and
yeah.
what a god could do supernaturally,
Yeah,
right?
but when you
So
set the bar there, it's impossible to believe a God exists.
so
Like that's it. That was all my
it's
point.
impossible to believe fairies steal your teeth because there's no evidence. Oh no, what are we gonna do
No,
without
but
fairies?
like,
Like
again, like any evidence couldn't be
all
enough
I
for you,
do is
even if there was evidence.
I just stick the analogy on some other random thing no one cares about, and your entire thing falls apart. I don't know why you care about God so much. Why? Because people
No,
teach it to their children, and like, who
no, no, no,
cares?
no, no, no. Okay, it's okay. You don't care. Yeah,
But why
Arthur
do you
C.
care?
Clarke.
I'm wondering why you care.
I just like the topic, man. I enjoy the topic. That's all.
Why are you an agnostic? Because I think my
Agnostic,
arguments are, yeah.
because I don't know whether God exists or not.
You don't know if people make up stories and characters.
Like some of them, I can be hard atheist about some gods, but not every god concept.
All right, name a God concept that you're not sure is made up by humans.
Like you can, as I explained, man, like all of them can be made up. Okay, and
Well, I'm just
I can't
wondering
claim
which ones
that.
aren't.
Let's suppose all of them are made up.
That's my point.
That's your point. Like, and I made another point. Like, what if one of those made up stories match with the reality? I can't
Then
know
show
that.
the work and demonstrate it.
I
Yeah.
don't need to, like, not to know. I don't know. How can I show my ignorance to you?
Well,
I don't know whether
well,
any
once
of those
once you
imaginations match with reality or not. I don't know that. I can't
the
test
thing is,
that.
right, so you'll just say I'm an atheist to all those concepts. And then once one shows evidence, I'll change my mind if it's good enough.
Well, I can
Just
say
like
I'm hard
any,
atheist to some of them. That's what I said, but not all of them.
why not?
As I
Give me
said,
an exception to the rule.
I just gave the rule to
Even
you.
a new God, by definition, would be
I
made up by
can't
people.
test it.
So
I can't test it.
how can you not test it?
How can you test something outside of the universe if that's the claim?
No. That's not the claim. How can you test whether people will create and believe in made up characters in books?
It's hard even to test that. So
That's the only
when
thing
you
you
see
need to
something,
test.
how can you test that? Like someone make a claim and you just say it's imagination?
Well, you can teach like a supernatural concept to a child who might not have
Now talk
like a
about
necessary
children.
critical.
We're not talking to children right now. So someone makes,
Okay,
hey,
I'm making an
hey,
example
there's
of how
this
you
God.
could
I talk
test
to
it.
this God. How can I test that?
Hold on. How can we test what?
The claim, someone is claiming something. How can we test that it's imagination or not? How can you test unfalsifiable claims?
How is imagination like we can ask them what they believe, right?
Just you can ask, but what if they said, "Okay, this is what I believe, but that's all. Like my experience is gone. I can't talk to this so-called God. No communication at all. I don't see. I don't feel anymore. It's just gone." So how can you test such a thing? You can say most likely this was, delusion. You can say that, and I will say that also. But
Yeah, I
it's not
mean,
because of the
like
test.
you
It's
just
because
test
we
like
couldn't
1,000
find
people. You test
cause.
1,000
No, there's
people
only
across different
one
beliefs.
person. No. Like this person is
One
specific.
person.
Okay, that person. We
Okay,
talk about that specific person. Huh? There's no way to test
sure.
his claim.
But a person doesn't exist in isolation. He's an animal with cognitive biases and flaws, and therefore he is part of like a statistical bank where you can make generalizations.
You are assuming that she didn't have such kind of an experience. You have to assume. You're assuming.
What, like I believe people have religious experiences that they claim are supernatural and they're natural.
There are claims which are natural and supernatural. Okay.
Like they observe a natural phenomenon and they link it to a coincidence or a prayer or something, or they think a divine being helped make that happen.
Okay, they do that, and most likely majority of them, or even maybe all of them, are wrong. But I can't say it certainly. I don't need to say it certainly. Also, it's because of my ignorance, because I don't know the entire reality, and I don't have any good reason to believe in their claims. So that's the most logical position: not to believe in their claims till you find convincing evidence. But like when we question these things, you cannot even like tell me what is enough evidence for their claims. And whatever the evidence is, you can easily link to aliens. That was another thing that I pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
Hey you,
how are you?
I'm okay, Ahmed. This is the second time you joined this room today.
No,
No, is it the first time
no,
or the third time?
it's first time.
I believe I have seen your name today.
Mm, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a lot of name here. Is Ahmed.
I don't think there are a lot of Ahmed Ifis in this platform.
Yes, we're here.
Anyway, we
Lot
were
name.
Ahmed.
Anyway,
If you don't
Nizam.
have something to say important? We were having already a conversation here. Sure, it's up to Travis to continue.
Man, yeah, please let's start something new because I don't think I'm getting through to you.
Okay.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from heaven.
Heaven?
Yeah.
I live in
So,
Utah.
Let me see that. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
can you get another topic for discussing?
Another topic? You want to change the topic? Which topic you want to talk about?
I don't have it.
AI.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
About
Okay, man. Thanks for joining. You're also welcome. Okay. I just want to test my memory.
actually, I want to come here for just practice my language.
Okay. But we have
How many
specific topics
languages do you?
here. What?
How many languages do you speak?
I speak 4 languages.
4.
4.
What is this language that you speak?
This is not the topic of this room, man. You should know that, okay?
Actually, I love your accent.
Okay. Okay.
Are you visit Morocco one day?
You want me to visit Morocco one day? I don't think
No.
it will happen in near future.
Have you are you visit Morocco
I didn't visit
before
Morocco.
or something else like that?
I
The
never
best
visited
country
them.
actually.
That's the best country. Okay, man. I'll mute you since
The
you don't
best.
understand what I'm saying. And you're not sticking to the topics here. Okay. I couldn't find it. It's purplish. Okay. Okay, let's get back to other stuff. Arthur C. Clarke's third law. Thanks again. I mean, we cannot. That's why we have religion. Okay. Not anymore. We have read your Quran and Jack. 3 atheists again. Let me check the time. It's 2 hours. Maybe I can create one more time. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, that's not the thing. Here we go again. Okay. That will be the last room that I create today. And I'm not planning to stay that long. Maximum half an hour I will stay. So it's not a good time to catch believers right now. But let's see. Let's wait. Oh, but I don't remember. You were the believer one? What is or? It's not or when we don't say or. Oh, you're an atheist. Okay. We have Ahmed Shawki and Muhammad Al Hamri.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, hello.
There's an
There's
echo.
an echo.
Muhammad, there's an echo
Mohammed,
from your side.
how's your night?
I'll mute you. I hope you know how to solve a problem. We have an echo, and
Hello,
that's not
everyone.
good.
How are you?
Hello. I'm
How are
okay. How
you?
about you?
What?
I'm okay. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. What's your name?
Feel sober.
What's your name?
Feel sober.
Nice to meet you.
You should know that I'm not liking to repeat everything that I said.
I am learning English beginner. Do
Then you
you
should then you should
can
go
you
to beginner rooms, man.
uh,
I'm sorry, I can't do
can
anything
you
with it.
can you can you help me
I can't
to
do
speak
anything
in
with it.
English?
I told you I can't do anything with it.
What?
No, the answer is no.
Why?
I don't want. That's why.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for understanding.
Goodbye.
Bye bye, take care. I hope you find rooms for yourself. Suitable ones.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye bye bye. Hi, JNV. Okay, JNV left. Oh no, he didn't left. He didn't leave. But I still hear the echo from your side, Muhammad.
Hello. How are you?
I feel like a pilot. I feel like a pilot. That's how I sound from your side. Okay. No, Muhammad, you should solve this problem. You should solve the problem, Muhammad. If you can understand me, there's an echo problem. Ranger. Raid. Raid. Okay, random people. I hope you have seen the title and welcome message here. I'm from the moon. The moon. We cannot falsify unfalsifiable. That's why it's called unfalsifiable. We cannot falsify. So that's why we have religion, is what I meant. Most likely, yeah. Most likely, like, those are imaginations. I agree with him. That was not the point, but we couldn't agree about other things. Maybe next time. Mm, Okay, Sophia. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, Phil Sober. Come to India. I'll help about what? Help about what? I don't need help. You think that I need help? If you think about what? Okay, to me that sounds like a scam. J and V, come to me. I'll show it to you. Sounds like a scam. Okay, I know I don't want to meet. No scam. I don't think any scammer will scam. No scam. Hello, hello, hello. Sophia, did you read the title?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Do you want to talk about or you want to answer those questions?
Yes, I have a couple questions.
You have a couple of questions. What about my couple of questions?
Okay, you can ask.
Okay. Do you believe a God exists?
Um, yes, but what one man called God and another man called laws of physics.
Okay. But we can clarify that a little bit more. So, what about you? What do you call God exactly?
I believe in order and structure in our universe that we don't know, we can't to understand
We don't know.
because i- we don't know because we never leave our solar system. We never leave like even like our galaxy Milky Way, so we don't know what's going on in the space in universe. We
But
can't even imagine.
then don't you think that it's a little bit, assumptuous to claim that there is an order? Like as you said, we couldn't even leave the solar system, right?
Yes, but we can see symmetry. We
Symmetry.
can see
I
yes.
don't see that symmetry. Like when I look at the galaxies, galaxies are the biggest things that we can observe, right? With our telescopes. They're the biggest things that we can observe. And when we
Mm,
look at them, they're in many different shapes. In many different shapes. You can find even colliding galaxies, they collide each other. You can see spiral ones, you can see, just circle ones, you can see in different shapes.
yes.
So, where's the order here?
Right now, I mean, like recently, it started to be more clarified that exists that order. You know, it's something about mass. So I don't know how to explain. It's really hard. You know, like all the light we cannot see. You know about this invisible rays,
Okay.
like electromagnetic spectrum.
Yeah,
So
okay, we don't see X-ray through our eyes, yeah. And
So in this structure also exists some order.
you see some order. But how can you explain this order? You think that the order itself
Everything
is God?
everything work right, you know. Everything work right, you know. Um
But do
I
you think that
mean,
it's right,
yeah.
like working right, if you see, observe galaxies are hitting each other?
Mhm.
Like when galaxies are hitting each other, then there can be chaos, right? So do you
So
think that this is order? Or this is right,
yes.
or this is the right way?
Yes, it's a right way. You know, also about math. If you just imagine this picture, how it can work. Like, for example, if something will be in another, you know, if I mean, it's a perfect. It's actually perfect picture. What we have, it's perfect. You know, everything work, and because we have right laws. You know, we have we have like good proportions in this way in space. So because of this, I believe in order and structure in our universe.
You believe in
And
order, structure in the universe.
yes.
Okay, that's all.
Um, you
Why
mean
there is an
yes,
order? Let's assume this is correct. Where this order comes from? Is it coming from outside
not
or
from not from one person, what we call God, not. It's like energy or a power that we don't know.
do you think that
And
the energy is here in the universe?
everything energy, everything, you and me energy, you and me like
Yeah.
vibration of our
Okay.
atoms, particles
I
of light.
accept that. I accept that. So you think that the this energy creates the order?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Okay. So you don't think that there is a cause for this universe?
Mm, can you explain what do you mean?
So like all we can do is just we can assume that like every energy, matter, or whatever you think, all of them were in a single point. We call it singularity, and it started expanding, and the time and space started existing. And then
Hmm.
later on, the planets, stars, they started forming, and then galaxies, But beyond singularity, we don't know anything. We don't know if something caused this Big Bang or not. We don't know whether there is a cause for the expansion or not. Or if
Yes,
there is, we don't know what are those causes.
you're right.
Okay. So, but here we're not talking about God, right? At least the gods that we know from the religions, or even
Yeah.
in general, what people think God is. Okay, this is not about God. This is about universe.
Yes, it's about science.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like, what about God? Like, do you know about this ancient book? It's called Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yeah. I heard.
Yeah, yeah. So everything came from this book. All of that stories about in the Bible. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Everything leave us because we have deepest conversation, and people don't want to discuss deepest thing.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe the reason is different. We have Arthur, not C. Clarke. We have Arthur Alegovich.
Yeah. I hope that it's person from Russia or Belarus.
Ah, you hope that.
I don't know
You don't
about
know?
name. Yeah.
Oh, you
I
think. Okay.
yeah.
Hello. You're a little wrong.
So
Little bit.
can
You're a
I
little
ask
bit
like
wrong.
yeah, where are you from, Artur Olegovich?
It's
Connection
country
ghost. Okay. Yeah,
neighbor
Ukrainian, I guess he was. Nope. Okay,
neighbor
he returned.
Russia and Belarus.
Where are you from? No, it's connection actually. Like I
Probably
don't think that.
connection. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it really important to know where is he from?
No, but we like
Okay.
we
If you can
must
hear
discuss like.
us,
Yeah.
Alexei, no, sorry, Arthur,
Yeah.
if you can hear us, maybe you should type the answer if you want to answer because we don't hear you. Oh, he disconnected. I was trying to help you, Sofia, but he disconnected.
Yeah, maybe because he's like from Ukraine, and I said like that word like red flag Russia. Yeah,
Maybe. We have Becker Abu Bakr.
Bakar Abubakar. Abubakar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to talk also. Okay.
People shy in modern world. People shy.
Many of them.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
So can I ask like how long do you use this app?
You can
My
ask questions,
connection?
yeah. No, it's not your connection.
Okay, we have more. So I will keep silence just in case.
You will wait for them to disappear to be able to ask your questions.
Mhm.
Okay, you are free to ask anytime. We have, I don't know how to, L. Let me say L. Oh, Arthur is back. I hope he has a better internet right now.
Yo, what up?
Oh, who's speaking right now? L is speaking, right?
Mhm.
L. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's noisy, L. It's noisy. And Arthur cannot connect. We have problems here. But as I promised, I'm not gonna recreate the room.
Walking outside.
L. L, it's too much for my ears. You should get rid of the background noise, and then we can maybe have a conversation. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Why you decided to discuss even like God? Why?
I like these topics, that's why.
Okay, are you religion?
What?
Are you a religion person?
No, I'm an atheist. I'm an agnostic atheist.
Wow, yeah, it's good. Good to know.
Good to know why.
I don't know because with a religion person, you don't. Sometimes you don't even like talk about these topics because they already have their own opinion. So nothing can change it.
That's false. I had opinions. I was a believer. I'm not a believer anymore.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but that's a good evidence that opinions can change, right?
Not for everyone.
Not
Not.
for everyone. I know that. But you don't know who are the person who can change the opinion or who cannot change the opinion till you try hard. Maybe it's not even
Yeah.
enough. Maybe you are bad at trying to show something or trying to prove your points. Maybe that's why it didn't work at that time. Maybe the person will change his mind later on. We don't know that.
Mhm.
Arthur is back again.
Yeah, connection. Connection. Yeah.
Connection. So you're an atheist.
No, I'm like you. Science is my church. I don't know what's happened. Like, yeah, I'm not sure.
But you don't believe a God exists, right?
It's not what we call God. Definitely not.
What do you mean it's not? When you say it's not, what do you mean it?
Okay, okay. Um, people imagine like God like a human or just like one person who can create and who like architect of everything.
Do you imagine a God?
People imagine a God like
Yeah, but forget
they're
about the people. Like, yeah, sure, people imagine. What about you?
uh, it's something invisible, and I say it before. I told you that it's something more. Like you we can't imagine this, I don't know, type of energy or yes.
But by the way, it's very fuckingly unfair, Travis, to say that he doesn't know if people can make up God. You say, I clearly say that, yeah, but people imagine gods. And that's so unfair, man. Anyway, that was not for you, Sophia. So my question was, do you imagine a god?
I don't like this word, God. Word. I don't
Word
like this
god.
word, God. Yes, I don't like.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. You don't have to.
Hello?
Hello, man.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I should say yes, because you're the one who interrupted.
Sorry, sir.
What?
Sorry.
Okay.
No, we're not studying. We just discuss. Yeah.
And we have other problems here. Archer is trying to connect. Learn English guy. He came back. Okay, the other guy just interrupted. Okay, okay.
Okay. Nobody can. I don't know why. Nobody don't want to talk. Yeah. So can I ask you before, like we have silence? Do you believe in gods?
No, I don't believe in any god.
So not like many gods. You do. Like it's
Doesn't
one.
matter how many. I don't believe in any
Mm-hmm.
god.
Mm-hmm.
In any
Okay.
number. In any
Mm-hmm.
number. You can even include 0 here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
How many people on your live? I see 6 people. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, so what do you believe
About what?
about this universe?
I don't have a
What is
belief
your
about this
idea?
universe.
What is your idea how those things came from?
How those things came
Just made up
from?
themselves? Yeah, just the
I don't
universe.
know. I don't know. I don't know.
So when you don't know, you cannot say that I don't believe. You must
I
have a
can say
proof.
no. I can say I don't believe.
No, you cannot say that we came out of nothing.
I didn't say
That's
that. Who
truly
said that?
stupid.
Who said that? Like, you should stop, okay? No one said that we came from nothing. I said I don't know how we came, if we came. Who said that we
Then
came
if
from
you
nothing? Why you're
don't,
lying here? Hey, you shouldn't put words into
if
someone
you
else's mouth,
don't
okay?
know,
Yeah, means I don't know, means I don't have a claim, means I don't have a belief, okay?
okay, you don't have a belief. Just tell me what is your idea? Who created those things if there is no
I
God?
don't know if there is a creator. And if there's no God, it can be explained in many different ways, okay? So, for example, just because there is a cake in your kitchen, that doesn't mean God baked the cake, right? So, it
But
doesn't
if
mean it
there
came
is a
from nothing,
cake,
right? It like if God didn't create it, that means cake came from nothing? No, right?
but
No, right?
listen.
Let's suppose God didn't do that. That doesn't mean cake come from nothing, right?
Yeah, you are unfair. You are unfair. You are
Oh,
creating a
really?
room and you don't let people to talk.
Okay, okay. If I let you, let's see, what will you say? I'll mute my fucking mic.
Okay, but you must answer.
I answered all your questions.
Okay, but I just want to know something why you get really pissed. I just want to know what is your idea about this universe. I just
I
want to know this.
told you, like that's the part that
You have
pisses
no
me.
idea? You
Now
have
you're
no
not
idea?
fucking letting me talk. You're asking something, okay? I just said I don't have the answer. There are a lot of options. I don't know which one is true.
But that's weird. You
What
cannot
do you mean
even
that's weird?
answer me.
I just answered.
You
Why
believe
you don't like the answer? I
you
don't care if you
believe
don't
in
like it or
science?
not.
You believe in science? You
I
believe
don't care
that
about
science?
science. I don't care about science.
Then your
Uh,
life is just upside down.
oh, really? That's what you think? You
But
should
when you create,
pissed off
when you
also.
create,
I can
uh-huh,
create any room
when you
that I
create
want.
these kind of
I'm not
rooms, when
gonna
you
ask
wanna
you.
argue, when you wanna argue with people about those serious stuffs, you must have
Mm-hmm.
at least some
No,
information, okay?
I don't need. I don't need.
If you do not need any information, then why you create this room?
I like
You
to
just wanna,
learn. I like to show people that they're flacious. I enjoy that. Okay,
but you
like
can
like where
never
you
show
are.
people that there is no God because
No,
people who
that's
they
not my
are
purpose. That
open.
was not my purpose. I'm not trying to do that. I told you stop putting words or putting assumptions here. Okay.
See, you don't even want to learn something about God.
Oh,
You don't even
oh,
want to hear
really,
about this.
really. What was the thing that you were trying to teach about God?
What is the purpose of creating this room?
I told you I enjoy talking about these topics. Every time you ask a question,
Okay,
I answer the question, and you don't like the answer.
no, it's not like I don't like the answer. It's
You
like
see,
I
you
don't
don't like.
get my answer. I don't
You don't
get
get.
my answer.
You are
I
assuming an
am
answer. I'm not
asking
giving
you.
the answer to you, the one that you're imagining in your mind.
Then listen. It's your
Ah,
room. Why you are getting so triggered when I'm talking? You
because
have to
you're
be calm at
fucking
first.
annoying. That's why.
No F words. No F
Yes, F
words.
words. Yes,
No
F words. Yes, F words.
No arguing. It's your
Oh,
room.
no, it's my
You wanna talk
room.
about this?
It's my
Yeah,
yeah. I
you
want to
wanna
talk
talk
about
about
this, but
this?
you're not talking about this. Okay, you keep
Okay, but
asking
I'm telling
questions.
you, just
I'm
give
giving
me
you
something.
answers, and you're not liking
So
my
wait.
answers.
Your answer is I don't know anything. I don't know
I
where
didn't
we
say
came
that.
from. I don't know.
Yeah, I
You
said I
said
don't
I
know.
don't know.
That doesn't mean I
Uh,
don't know anything. That doesn't mean I said I don't know anything. I just said I
so
don't
okay,
know
if
for
you
the
know a
questions that you
little bit,
asked.
just you said there is so many answers. Just tell me one of those answers.
Okay, it's like one of those answers is there is no cause for the universe. Universe just exists. The other answer is there is a God, some intelligent being or power, whatever, doesn't matter what is it exactly. It's created this universe. The other answer is many creatures, intelligent creatures, doesn't matter they're made of atoms or they're made of other things that we
Do
cannot
you
even
believe in
understand. Stop.
evolution?
Stop fucking interrupting me. I'm just answering your question.
Oh, you're so rude.
You are so rude. You're interrupting me. You want to learn something. You're asking a question
I
and you don't
don't
want to
want to
listen
learn
me.
anything from
Then why
someone
the
that does.
hell you are asking stupid questions then? Why the hell you're asking? You don't need to ask questions. You wanted to learn how I think and you ask me the question and I'm trying to explain. And you're being annoyed also when I'm giving you answers. You don't like the answers. Okay, I will make the rooms. I don't care about what you think. Okay, but do not try to trigger people. Okay, don't ask stupid questions. Think about other options. Think about other religions. Maybe your religion is the false one. Most likely, it's the false one. That's why maybe you should think about other religions or you should think about other things, right? I can also advise you a lot of things if that's what you want only. If you don't want to discuss, If you want to just advise, or if you'll just cherry pick the answers that you like or you want, you imagine whatever they are. If you're not gonna accept any answer people are giving to you, when I don't know something, I just say I don't know. That's so honest. I don't know. Like as I said, there are many options. I don't know which one is true. Maybe that they're just natural causes of this universe, not intelligent, just like natural, whatever they are. Again, maybe that was the cause. Maybe there are billions of those causes. Maybe there are just a few of those causes. I don't know. Maybe this universe is just coming from another universe. Maybe this is a baby universe of another universe. So there are a lot of things that I can imagine. I don't know which one is true. And there are many beliefs, many claims, right? Some people believe in many gods. What if that's true? Most likely you were believing in one god. Um, that's shitty. You don't like the answer. I don't care. Open your mind. That's the thing. You stick to one god, one option, and you stick, and then you think that that's the only one. That's the correct one. And on the other hand, I tell you that there are many, many options, and I'm the one who's closed minded here. You just stick to one belief and you go with it, you think that it's true. And I say that there are millions of billions of options out there. I don't know which one is true. Maybe the true one is one of them that I didn't utter or I even didn't think of. Okay, what happened to you, Jack? You had Mike, and she was most likely a Muslim. You got tired today, or what? Okay, Bakar is still in the room. Oh, Sophia, you're still in the room. What do you think so far about this conversation?
Yeah, as I said, I told you about people who already have opinion about religion. They actually never, you know, they
Ever.
already like religion, never change their minds, I guess. Never.
As I said, that's not true. As I told you, I was religious, and I'm not religious. And there are many atheist people,
Christians.
Christians.
Yeah, you must be Christians.
I was not a Christian.
You
I
in
was
past,
not. Yeah, I
no?
was not a Christian. I was a Muslim.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Why? It's surprising. There are many ex-Muslims and they're atheists.
No, never
No.
met them.
Where do you
Never.
live? Like you're living on Mars or what?
Yeah, I live in Christian country mostly.
Okay, but there were atheists and they were Christians before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if it works in your religion, why you don't think that there can be other religious people now they don't believe in God?
They believe in God more. Like Muslim people, they believe in God more. So it's more than a religion. Yeah.
You think that they believe more strictly. Okay. That's a point. That's a point, yeah. But that's also reality. There are many non-believer ex-Muslims right now. That's also a fact. Okay. Oh, I'm even further than what I promised. So I think I should go.
Yeah.
Uh, And
How 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 to say how often do you use this app?
I
Or
create these rooms every day, nearly every day.
can I
Yeah.
follow you?
Sure, you can. It's better if you follow on YouTube so that you can get a notification when I create the room.
Okay. What about YouTube?
YouTube is my nickname. You can use my nickname, Philosober.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then you can get notification when I go live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will check. Okay. I start to use only free day. Yeah. So
3
I
days
don't
so
know.
far. You knew that this was live on YouTube, right?
Right. I mean, I used. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, because I remember I said to you, did you read the welcome message and title? Because it mentions this is live on YouTube now.
Mhm.
Anyway, if you didn't
Yeah.
know, now you know.
Okay.
What else? What else? What else? Yeah, that's all. That's all. I got tired
Okay.
also. This
Yeah.
is
Yes.
nearly more than
Okay.
7 hours today.
Okay. Where do you live, if I can ask?
I live in heaven.
Yeah, I knew that. Did you say it? Yeah,
That's
I
what I
knew.
said, yeah. And I don't
Okay.
have teleportation technology. Still, I'm in heaven.
Yeah, our planet is heaven. You're right.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe that was the
Take
point always. Bye bye. Take care. Thanks for joining.
care. Okay.
And
Bye.
for the people on YouTube, thank you so much for joining and keeping the conversation in chat box. Doesn't matter you agree or not.
Mhm.
Thanks for joining. And for the people who joined so far in Food for Talk, guys, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Jack, John, Rocky also joined today, and the other guys. Bye bye. Take care.
Take care.
Ba-bum-bum.